Welcome back to WMOA Radio's continuing coverage of the graduation of the class of 2020 from Marietta High School. Joining me now is J.D. Seacrest, of course, the head basketball coach for the Tigers, also a teacher, first and foremost, educating the young men and women at the high school. And J.D., thanks for your time. And if you could, talk about how difficult, and maybe the better word is how much of a challenge this year has been for you as an instructor.
Well, it just, obviously the last 9 weeks of the grading period was shot, and it just kind of, sprung up on us after spring break to try to find some way to, keep things going without, any face-to-face contact. So, luckily there was some technology in place like Google Classroom and stuff that we were able to at least give those kids assignments. So we got moving that way as quickly as we could.
Sure. And did some kids have an advantage over others that maybe they already had a couple laptops at the house, and maybe some kids didn't?
Yeah, that's the problem we looked at was, what are we going to do with the kids who don't have access to technology or Wi-Fi, and then it started creeping into what about some of these kids whose parents are now home, working from home, and they need to be on the computer from 8 to 5 or even after, and all that. So we've kind of the good news that we've kind of joked about is not really good news, but the whole state's in the same boat.
Right.
No one really had a head start. There wasn't a school out there that was found a way to get around it. We all had to just struggle real quick to find some sort of solution. And it might be a little easier at the high school level than elementary, with the information that we can give and our ability maybe to move forward and instruct them with new things. And of course, teaching social studies, a lot of it's reading anyway, and all of our kids in social studies had access to an online textbook. So if they had access, they could have the book at home on their computer.
Right.
So, giving reading assignments and questions and worksheets was, a lot easier for us.
Well,
it would be difficult for an elementary teacher to try to go into teaching cursive online.
And a quick learning curve for everyone, not just the students and the teachers, but the administration and everyone involved in the educative process.
Oh, yeah, it's been, one of the first issues I think everybody had was grades. How are we going to grade this? And, because obviously the kids who don't have access are going to have a hard time getting this done. And I thought that, our administration, Chad Reinert and Chris Lawman did a great job of coming up with packets, and, the guidance department helped. And, they've met with us on Zoom meetings and stuff with each department in the school, science and math and social studies, and ask us, how we're doing, and just, making sure that we were giving them assignments in a timely manner.
Right.
Some teachers were able to do Zoom meetings with some of their smaller classes, but it's just weird not to have that face contact with them and the interaction.
Sure.
It's strange.
Did you find out that the kids that were cut-ups in class were also cut-ups on Google Classroom, or were the roles reversed sometimes, or how did that go?
Might have been reversed. I kind of had to keep them loose and keep them updated. Try to get them to listen to little Ray Charles now and then. National treasures out there like James Brown. But it's that's it. A lot of the social studies assignments were worksheet based and typed up responses. You don't get that interaction with them. The questions they may have, the things that I may want to give them. It was just weird, and I hope this doesn't. I know there's going to be a new norm, but it's weird just not having that social contact with them. I'm sure it was probably tougher for the kids, not only just not be around teachers, but to be around their friends.
Sure. Last question, JD, and I'll let you roll here. But how about maybe a favorite memory of this senior class? Maybe some of the seniors on your hoops team, or just anything in your mind that jumps out at you.
Well, fortunately, the seniors that played basketball, which were Adrian Avendano, Jackson Graham, Justin LeBar, Ryan Mannix, and Corey Sines, they were able to win their senior night game, and they all were able to play and get a basket or two for all of them. And that was just those five were a really good group of kids, and I really enjoyed working with them. They came out and worked hard every day, went out and played hard, and you saw them in a lot of games. They're just good kids. I enjoyed being around them.
Good dude. JD, appreciate your time on this crazy graduation Sunday here in Marietta, but hopefully we'll see you at some point down the road, buddy.
All righty. I hope so, too.
We don't want to keep communicating with people via a laptop or a tablet or something. It's just too strange.
I know.
JD Seacrest from Marietta High School. We'll be back with more on this Sunday afternoon after this.